Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem El Shai. Double honor to the elders, great millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work of sincerity and truth. Yahweh Shem El Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, Brakatham Akim. Alright, this is my third attempt trying to make this video. And, I usually don't say this, but I know Esau is fucking with my phone. Okay, I 100% believe that this damn devil is listening to me make this video, because I'm basically going into prophecy regarding the situation that's going on with Iran and America. And my phone is constantly, like I said, it's my third attempt trying to make this video, make this lesson, and I'm probably like 10 minutes in and it shuts down. So, and then at that, it's not even saving the video that I recorded in my my camera roll. So Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai, let this video, this lesson come out. We all know that we're being faced with wickedness in high places, and the darkness that that governs this earth right now. So I'm gonna start over, and Lord willing, Yahweh Shai allows it to go all the way. This is Jeremiah 50:22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. Okay. So, as we all know, everything that's going on between Iran and America, the sound of the battle is in the land. So everybody's speaking. Could this possibly lead up to the Third World War because of the assassination that was played out on the behalf of America? Donald Trump giving the green light on that assassination, killing one of the top generals within the Iranian government, the army, and who was highly favored amongst his people. And Iran retaliated, either yesterday or this morning, with retaliated by attacking Iraq. All right, which they destroyed the U.S. bases that were over there. And so right now, nobody's really trying to make too big of moves, even though they already did. We're already in World War III, the early stages of the World War III. Okay, and that's the sound of the battle that is in the land. So, and of a great destruction, because people know that if World War III pops off, it's gonna be one of the deadliest wars that's the earth has ever experienced. World War I, World War II ain't gonna have nothing on it. Okay, and about why? Because all these nations they carry weapons of mass destruction, and not only that, also America is highly hated. Is highly hated, whether it be through envy, jealousy, or righteous hatred, because of their oppression, their persecutions, their injustice that they do when they go into these other people's lands, and they're raping their women or destroying their cathedrals, the things that they've held high as that were carried on from generation to generation. Whether it be temples or their own gods, they're still being destroyed by Americans, the soldiers. Okay, taking away lands and things of that nature, and many other stuff that we don't hear about that these Americans are committing. Okay, so it says a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. So that's the noise right now that's going on, right? The rumor, and that's what I want to show you, brothers, here. When you go into that word sound, kawal, all right, it says the outline of biblical use is a voice, sound, noise, and I'm trying to hurry up as fast as I can because this thing keeps stopping. So I'm gonna come down here to the Jacinius Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, and I'm gonna tap on the entry, and I'm gonna come down. If you look down where it says number 2 in parentheses, it says rumor. Okay, so going back, it says a rumor of the battle is in the land and of great destruction. So that's the rumor that's going on right now, is because this possibly ignite the Third World War because of the assassination and because of the retaliation on the U.S. bases there in Iraq. Okay, which we know it is. It's gonna is it all this is gonna do is escalate. The hatred's there. Everything is perfect. Okay, everything is perfect right now, the way it needs to be. The way two enemies are gonna go full blown, just throwing blows at each other. Okay, there ain't gonna be nobody to stop nobody no more. That's where we're at. Okay, it's just a matter of time on when Yahweh Shai is gonna allow that. So from there, I just want to show here in the book of Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we know that the end is not yet. Why? Because we know there's other prophecies that had to be fulfilled prior to this great war being fully accomplished. Okay, so right now we're just hearing the rumors. Right now we're just seeing people sitting back, watching and waiting to see who's gonna make the next move. Okay, and you got some people that are actually on the edge. Some people that are not. They're not taking it quite seriously. They're thinking this thing's a joke. Just like the brothers are putting up videos of whoever the fuck they are, making memes or whatever. Those are the same kind of people that are gonna get destroyed. They're gonna get killed in that time. Okay, because this is not a laughing matter. This is a serious time. Okay, but the Yahweh Shai is telling his elect, see that ye be not troubled. Okay, so we're not gonna be troubled over this because we know that that the RFID chip has to be pushed. Martial law, however it plays out simultaneously, whatever. But we know that has to happen, and then there's gonna be a persecution of the elect. Then it's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble, which all you Negro Latinos and Native American Indians are going to be involved in that. They're all going to be targeted and killed and attacked, gathered up, put in concentration camps, guillotined, gassed, thrown into a fire. However the devil has it set up. Okay, so we know these things have to happen before the Third World War completely plays out. Okay, but like I said, simultaneously these things can happen. Okay, something can pop off so major that America's only thing to do is to push that chip on everybody else, because right at that moment he has a short time. Okay, but we're gonna see. Us brothers, we're watching what's happening too. We're measuring the time diligently in itself. Okay, but Yahweh Shai says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So a lot of people they're becoming more sorrowful, meaning that they're afraid that because of the things that they achieved, they're gonna lose everything. There's a possibility that they're gonna lose everything. You got these doomsday preppers that are thinking they're gonna survive. They're gonna outsmart, the things that are coming. Okay, but they're not. So let's go back. I just wanted to show you brothers how that links up with that word rumor, going into the sound of the battle that is in the land. Okay. So let me find that one verse again real quick. It says the sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. See? And it's going to be a great destruction when this thing actually goes down. All right. Let me see. Let's go over here to Jeremiah 49:14. It says, I have heard a rumor from Yahweh. An ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather together and come against her and rise up to the battle. So that's what all these other nations are going to end up doing, rising up against Edom, against Babylon, which is Babylon. America is spiritually known as Babylon, but who governs and resides here, and controls the people and things of that nature is Esau, the Edomites. Okay, along with the beast, which is NATO, the EU, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Okay, so that these individuals are the ones that is talking about here in verse 14, that all these other nations are going to gather up against her. Iran, China, Japan, Russia, Turkey, Cuba. You got all these nations that are going to rise up against her. Okay, that's why it says, I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle. The sound of the battle is in the land, and of a great destruction. So we know through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the spirit of the Lord is working on the minds of these other nations to come up against her, and vice versa, because Esau thinks he can take on everybody. Okay, it says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. It's like Israel. In Israel, you got those Amalekites. They're despised among men. They're small among the heathen, but they're greatly despised. Thy terribleness had deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. O thou dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to use these nations to do that. Do exactly what he has prophesied against you. Okay? He's doing it, but he's working in the minds of these nations to do that. Okay? It says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith Yahweh, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. And how did Sodom and Gomorrah be destroyed? By way of fire. So Edom, Babylon, America, North America, the North, is going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear destruction. And that's prophecy. That's that great destruction that's coming. Okay? And there's nothing that anybody can do or say about it. You can say whatever you want, but you're not going to change what's been written. Okay? Let me get this other one. I think it's here. Let's see. Brothers, bear with me. Find it here in the scripts. Let's see here. Okay, brothers, bear with me. Let's see. Okay, let's go over here to Ezekiel 28 and start at verse 17. It says, thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thy iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring thee forth. Therefore I will bring forth a fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Thou shalt be a terror, and never shalt thou be any more. See? What does that sound like? Let's go over here to the book of Revelations. Okay. Let's see. What is it? Revelations 18. Let's see. Revelations 18. Let's start at verse 8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh our power, who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. You see? It's not going to be no terror no more. He's going to be destroyed. And that's prophecy. Whether you want to hear, let him, he that hear, let him hear, and he that forbear, let him forbear. You know? Let's go over here. Verse 17 says, "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and all and as many as trade by sea stood afar off." Right? Because that's America is surrounded by waters, right? And it receives a lot of import. You know, that's that traffic. It's import merchandise, and it's sold amongst the consumers here in America. So these as it stated, shipmasters and companies and ships and sailors and many as trade by sea, they get rich off of her. Okay, America. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, "What city is like unto this great city?" And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, "Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate." You see? That's what's coming, man. It's going to be devastating. Okay? Let's see. Brothers, bear with me. There was a scripture, because I made mention of her being surrounded by waters. See. Anyways, let me go back to Jeremiah 50 and 23. "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh. Yahweh hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left." That's what's going to happen here. It's going to be absolutely made desolate. It's going to be, this place is going to be a lake of fire. Okay. And then let's go to Jeremiah 51. Let's go over here. See. Let me start at verse 11 first. This is Jeremiah 51 and 11. "Make bright the arrows, gather the shields, and Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple." Okay, so Yahweh Bashim Shai stirring up the spirit of the Medes, which is the Babylon or the Salakia, the Russians. Okay, and the word Medes, let me go into there real quick, goes back even to the Medianites, right, which are the Persians. Okay, and this word Medes, Salakia, this word Mede is a land inhabited by the descendants of Japheth. So that's the land where Russia is, Slovakia. Okay. So, Khan, this is referring to the Russians. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Okay. It says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. And that's what they're doing. They're preparing ambushes, because the prime minister, I forget his name, of the Iranians, he was on one of the, I want to say NBC or something like that, MNBC. I forget which one he was on. But he said that America has to pay for three things. So they're plotting already, man. You know? So, like as I said, prepare the ambushes, for Yahweh had both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. And thou dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasure. See, that's the one, because those traffickers, they come, the shipmasters come by way of ships crossing the oceans, man. You know, the Pacific Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, things of that nature. You know, it says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in riches, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. Okay, so that means he's gonna have to regurgitate everything. Everything's gonna be taken away from him. Okay, everything's gonna have to be taken away from you, because your end has come. The writing is on the wall. You've been weighed in the balance, and you've been found wanting, meaning that you're lacking. And you're lacking what? You're lacking wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Instead, you work oppression and wickedness in the earth. That's why the kingdom is going to be translated into one that is worthy. Okay. So from there, let's go to, let's see. This is Jeremiah 51:28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. So all these nations they're preparing to go to war against you, man. Okay? It says, and the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon. So everything that is destructive is going to be played out on this side of the world, man. And you got a lot of these people coming in, these Africans, you got all these Asians, you got all these different Ishmaelites, Elamites coming over here and trying to make their lives better, not realizing that they're coming into it. They're putting themselves in an oven. And Lord willing, whoever the elect are going to be granted access to come out of that oven. Everybody else is going to remain shut within that, and the heat's going to get turned up, man. Okay? Because this place is not a place to fulfill your dreams. I mean, it is your wicked dreams, but it's not a place to live a life, man. This place is evil. You know, if you can't see that, then you're evil. You know, something's wrong with you. You know? It says, and the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon. And every purpose, that purpose is not going to be nothing good. It's going to be evil. Let me go into that word purpose real quick. It says, the outline of biblical usage, thought, device, plan, purpose, invention. It says intention, plan, whether bad, a plot, or good. It says cunning work, curious work, device, imagination, invented, means, purpose, thought. So it could be bad, man, and it is bad, right? Let's go over here to the Jacinius. It's in the number 1, the parentheses, that which anyone meditates, purposes, or plots, that is a counsel, a project, right? Then it goes down, often, especially of evil counsels. You see, so the Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, he has an evil thought against this place, man, which is righteous, though. You know, it's going to be a righteous judgment. But it says, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed, because they became as women. They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken. And that's how these people are. These soldiers are going to be, man. They're going to be shook. They're going to be scared. They don't want to fight, man. Everybody's comfortable in America. You know? It says, one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end, and that the passages are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are frightened. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time of a harvest shall come. You know, the harvest times when you reap. You know, let's go over here real quick to the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. Let's see. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And what was that? By way of fire. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch their tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. And that's prophecy. So with that, I hope it was edifying. Till next time, I want to say Shalom.